Rafa has gone to China. Out of all the places in the world, Rafa goes to China. And there's only one reason he's gone there for, is the money. But do I hold that against him? Not at all. The man deserves a fantastic payday. So let's discuss. This is the Toon Review. Hi, welcome to the Toon Review, and another disappointing video. Unfortunately, it's going to be about Rafa going to China. I guess there was rumours about this, was it a couple of weeks ago, that he'd been offered to go to China. So there was already sort of dialogue there, and obviously with Newcastle United not bothering to keep Rafa, he's decided to go to China. For me, there's only one reason he's gone to China, and that's for a payday. I have a feeling he'll be back managing in Europe in, what, a year or two's time? But do I hold it against him? Absolutely not. He deserves all the money he gets. You know, the man is a success. He's a fantastic guy. And for me, you know, the money that he's going to make in China, it'll set him and his family up for absolute life if he hasn't already got that. But also for the various charities he's working for. I think everybody knows that Rafa will plough money in there, left, right and centre. But for me, it's also a signal really of how disgusted I am with Mike Ashley and Newcastle United as a club at the minute. You know, Rafa clearly wanted to stay. The statement came out today. I don't know about anybody else, but I was absolutely gutted when I read that statement. I was gutted. You know, it's clear that he wanted to stay. It's clear from what he says that Newcastle United have no ambition. Now, I'm reading tonight that, you know, the new owners didn't want Rafa. They want somebody else. But is this a takeover? Is it a fake over? Who the hell knows? You know, and I don't understand why they wouldn't want Rafa. You know, the man is just a born leader. He's just successful wherever he's been, apart from maybe the bad spell in Madrid. However, you know, let's face it, he's managed the biggest clubs in the world, and he's won trophies. The man is a born winner, but he's a gentleman off the field as well. And he built our club. And I said in the last video, you know, he brought the city together, he brought the fans together, and now we're left in absolute pieces. But for Rafa, you know, he's now decided to go to China. And like I say, for me, it's for the money. But I don't hold that against him. Who are we going to get? God only knows. You know, this is the thing with the takeover talks apparently still going on. Apparently, BZG or whoever they are going to put it in a statement either tomorrow or Wednesday. Should be very interesting. But is that a statement to say that this takeover is still going ahead, or is it a statement to say we're gone? You know, we couldn't come to an agreement, so we're ending all ties. So just to put the rumour to bed that any takeover is going to happen. We just don't know with Mike Ashley. What I am pleased to see is so many people cancelling the season tickets, because enough's enough. You know, we as fans have got to do something now to make Mike Ashley sod off somewhere. Furthest part of the world, as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, we need him out of the club. We need somebody to come in with fresh ideas, plough money in, and get this club back to where we know it can be. We've been a sleeping giant for so long, but we haven't had the owner or the managers to do it with, apart from, obviously, I'm talking about Pardew and Kinnear and those type of people that he brought in. You know, and yesterday, people on the radio going saying they wanted Sean Dyche. These are pundits, by the way, and not fans. Sean Dyche and Mikel Arteta, etc. You know, we have to be careful who comes in next, because obviously the next manager of this club is going to have to do a lot of work to win over the fans for a start. You know, and that's not the new manager's fault. That's the owner's fault. It's Ashley's fault, but a very uncomfortable situation is awaiting them. You know, and who's going to want to come into that? A poisoned chalice at the minute. You know, but if we do get new owners and they bring in somebody that they want, then fair enough. That is different. If a new owner comes in and they want their own man, then fine. Ashley's gone. It's a new start for Newcastle. But if this takeover isn't happening and we are left with Ashley, the person that he's going to bring in has simply got to be a yes man, because he's not going to get millions to spend. He's going to get bare minimum. And all Ashley will want to do is stay in the Premier League, because he'll still rake the money in. And let's face it, we all know Mike Ashley is only in it for the money. And the greed of this man is incredible, and it is stretched over a 12-year period with us that we've seen absolutely no ambition. And Rafa's statement this morning just said it out, said everything, didn't it? You know, no ambition was shown from the top end of the club. And that just proves why we need to stop with the season tickets. We need to stop going to the games. As far as I'm concerned, why would I want to plough my money into a season ticket to watch a club that has no ambition to win anything? Absolutely nothing. It's ridiculous, and we just can't keep going on like this, because getting knocked out in the early stages of the cup competitions, the season's dead and buried, because we know we're not going to challenge anywhere near for the league or for the top 6 or whatever it may be. We start off with a fight against relegation, and that will always be the case under Mike Ashley. We're favourites to go down now unless a miraculous takeover happens, and all we can do is see what happens from there on in. But not one fan that I've read, certainly on social media, has had a go at Rafa for going to China. Absolutely nothing. And for me, I wish the bloke all the luck in the world. You know, he's worked under Ashley for 3 years, which has probably been hell on earth for him, because he hasn't been able to get anything to move the club forward. But he did stabilise us for that brief time he was here. And like I say, I think the fact is he's gone for a payday in China, and to recharge the batteries, he'd be under certainly not anywhere near the pressure that he would be in a European club. You know, the Chinese league is, well, let's face it, it's not exactly the same as the Premier League or La Liga or Serie A or, you know, anywhere like that, really. It's just the money. And Rafa is going to recharge his batteries and, you know, come back stronger, really. Whether that be in Europe or whether that be here, well, obviously in Europe, but whether that be in the UK again in the Premier League, I don't know. But, you know, it's very hard to sound upbeat on these videos now, because, you know, us as fans, we just get dragged through the mud constantly, and it's just enough, you know. And I'm pleased to see the supporters that have been going 10, 15, 20, 25 years, they're all giving up the season tickets now. And yes, it's a very, very hard decision to do. It really is, because people love going to the games. Yet we just cannot put up with this anymore. And I think Rafa's statement was the final nail in the coffin for a lot of people this morning. Made them sit up and realise that enough's enough. The club has no ambition. We don't want to win anything. We just want to survive in the Premier League and be that cash cow that Mike Ashley saw us as when he bought us. Simple. We are a cash cow to Mike Ashley. We need a new owner in. We need somebody who wants to win something and, you know, wake this club up again and bring the city together again. So, as far as I'm concerned, I wish Rafa all the very best in China. As far as I'm concerned, deserve all the money in the world. Certainly for putting up with that fat bastard for 3 years he was here. Anyway, obviously, I'll bring another video out as soon as there's any more news on the club, on the takeover, or whatever it may be, and keep these videos going over the summer. But thank you very much to everyone that's subscribed so far since I've been back on YouTube. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. You know, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe. There will be regular videos coming out. Hit the like button, all that good stuff. Thanks for the people that have commented as well. It's good to have a discussion with all the Newcastle fans about the club and what's going on. So thank you for that as well. So like I say, if you haven't already, do subscribe. I'm building the channel up again, and it means the world to us. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.